So, you all are, last we left off, you are in Mulan on your airship. You do get a ping from the. Let's see. It would be the. You did pick up Lasalia, and you did get a ping from the Lasalia market board, from the job board, as it comes into in on your airship long range communicator.
Yeah.
Nice. That list of places we've been to that we've connected to is so long.
What was that?
We have so many places that we are connected to.
Yes, you have so many of them.
Yeah. Is anyone else connecting to places and keeping track of where they've been?
Not
to the
as
extent that we are?
dedicatedly.
Because we have visited. What's the count on this?
So many.
I count. No, 22. There's no way. Oh, shit. 22 cities? Is that right? Yeah.
I mean, you do
Towns, but yeah.
tend to hit up everywhere that you go in between, and you've gone over the lengthwise of one continent and down the longitude of another.
And we do have a very fast ship.
Mm-hmm. That too.
Yeah, cool. So is this coming from like the Hunters Guild, or is it?
Yeah. It's just a urgent ping or a bolded ping, like when you get an important email.
Mm-hmm.
It is for a tier 2 hunt that is looking for hunters to scout.
Oh, okay.
So, other things you can do today, that is one thing you can investigate. You can also do anything else that you fancy.
And that would be in Lasalia or the area around it?
Yes.
Is that would be in the opposite direction to Drollus, right? Because that's the way we came.
It is in between you and Drollus. It is nearby.
Oh, well, convenient then. What kind of hunt is it? Did they give us any more information, or do we have to contact them or something?
You would need to contact them.
Okay. Yeah, Coda can respond to the ping.
All right. It's basically check mark saying interested.
Yep.
All
you
right.
Send more info.
Perfect.
Because we already scouted for the Nidhogg, so I'll have to see what this is.
Is there anything personal that anyone is interested to focus on this session?
I mean, I don't know if there's any school-related stuff happening.
You do have a big pile of bones.
But those are for, how do I word it? Personal use?
Yeah, that was for your major, right?
Yeah.
You're going to do something with those bones?
Yeah.
Do you want to look into doing the thing with those bones?
Yeah, that'd be great. That sounds like a lovely idea.
All right, perfect. Would you like to be less vague for everyone at home of what you want to do with those bones?
I want to be slightly vague in saying that I need to find a large area that's easily dig-upable.
Given where you are, that is pretty easy to find. There is a large patch of plains to the south, rolling grasslands to the east, And then you have a bunch of varying terrain to the west, northwest of you.
I'd look over at Nemi. Hey, what you think about finding a spot that's kind of open?
Oh, okay.
You know, for the thing.
Oh, the thing. Sure.
I know this is just like in the middle of the ship. It's just if Coda wants to hear, Coda can hear.
You told Nemi to be secretive about it. She's
Yes.
gonna.
I'm just letting Morat know that if Coda wants to hear and inquisit, he's welcome to do so.
Coda is
I'm-
listening, but you don't know whether or not they are because they are flipping through the Final Fantasy 69 strategy guide.
Oh, okay.
And we are absolutely behaving suspiciously.
The most suspiciously. It's pretty rare that you see us looking this suspicious with the two of us. I'm just gonna be driving us around looking for some pretty open plains. It's one of those things of the ship usually goes pretty straight to what direction that we are going towards, and this time it is not. Lots of turns.
Yeah, you can find the large plains, and there are a lot of perfect spots. Maybe too many perfect spots to find exactly what you're looking for. If you're one that is easily distractible, or if you have an executive dysfunction.
I mean, in this regard, Tyr's definitely going to be leaning on Nini for, hey, what looks like it would be a good spot? Like, less amount of monsters, like, more, like, relying on Nini's hunter, like, knowledge to be like, what would be the safest location?
Ooh, Nemi, can you roll me either navigation or survival?
I have both, so can I choose which one's better?
Yes, you can choose whichever one you want to roll.
No mod?
Quickly double checking. With a plus 20 modifier.
Also, I'm assuming that this is not going to take like more than a couple of hours, right?
Yeah, it's...
Because at some point I could either do crafting or use that art book to learn art. But...
It's not going to be like an all-day venture of what we're currently looking for.
Like
You-
hour or two, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, you are able to find what you were looking for pretty easily.
Over there,
How-
Tyr. Sorry, Kibi.
Oh, I was just gonna ask how long you want to spend the time looking, because if you're just meandering throughout the place, I have jotted a possible trajectory your airship went in on stream.
I'm willing to do lots of meandering. Like, I'm driving and just kind of weaving, like, still going in the general direction, but we're typically pretty on point on we know where we want to go and that's where we go, I assume. So this is very out of character for probably any of us driving the boat.
Sunday driving.
Sunday driving. All right, perfect in that case. About here, about 500 kilometers of flying down southeast of Mulan.
Oh,
And you're
can
able
we
to
can we retcon saying that we filled the tank before we left Milan?
yes, you can.
I think we were only at like 700.
Oh, in that case, yeah, you can fill it up to top 1 gil per kilometer. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it was a long flight from Yons all the way down here since you had to go around a yacht.
Hmm.
And now we're just wasting gas.
You got the money for it, so.
Not if we keep doing this.
Meander enough that you run out of all your money. Oh man, we just went in circles for 100,000 kilometers. That's weird.
It
That's the
happens.
damnedest thing. Tyr's going to be like, hey, I need to make a quick emergency stop. I think I heard something weird happening with the ship. And I'm going to try to land around the area that Nimi pointed out.
I can help. Just adding on the more conspicuous behavior.
I'm assuming during this time, Gan is indisposed, probably in bed or something. So,
Or playing Final Fantasy 69.
we'll play Final Fantasy 69, yeah.
It's like we hit a point where we need to grind. Here again, grind us some levels.
I imagine, like, my headcanon, because I was just going to say this, is like that Gan as a gambler is like actually really good at gaming because she invents like, betting systems and things like that. Well, like, yeah, if you at 5%, if you go in hard, then you sit out for 2 hands and then you come back in and you bet 25%. Like, I imagine that she's like very good when it comes to like spreadsheets in the head on this specific thing.
Either that or there is a gambling den in what was it? I think it was Plutoles in Final Fantasy 69 that the group completely avoided.
Mm-hmm.
That Gan could be like, hey, I'm just gonna get us a bunch of money so that the rest of the game can be easy.
I could easily see Gan doing all that.
Yeah, I mean, that would assume that we were near somewhere with gambling. to do.
I love when Gan does that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. But yeah,
So I'm going to land the ship, and then I'm going to go off of the ship.
and you're gonna take your bones with you?
Initially, no.
Okay.
Do you need me to come with you to protect you?
Yes, Nami, that would be of great assistance.
Okay, I will protect you. Bye, Coda.
I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm going to start to follow them.
Are you going to be secretive in your following?
Oh no, I'm going to go just like we're all going together.
Oh, okay.
Tyr's gonna be testing the ground, making sure that it would be easily enough pliable that we wouldn't have to stress too much on it. And it's just general, as he's had the excuse of there's something wrong with the boat, is nowhere near the boat and is just fucking around with nature.
All right. Yeah. You're able to find a bunch of the land that is pliable. Some places that are soft, some places that are hard. Rocks here and there. You get a good mixture of what you're looking for and what you're not looking for. And with Nemi there to help you, being a geomancer and knowing planes,
Boy, do I know planes.
boy howdy is it easy.
Okay, so we probably will be making a note of where the best area is for the thing that I messaged you about earlier of what Tyr's been doing and what he plans on doing. I don't know if you remember. If you don't remember, by all
No.
means.
No, I don't.
It was to take that one horse enemy, the unicorn one that has like regen and stuff, and a Zool, and taking the wing bones of the Zool and the bones of the horse to combine them together to make a Pegasus.
Ah, right, yep.
So
Okay.
I want to make sure that there's enough room for that.
Oh yeah, you can easily find enough room for that.
Okay. Alright, Nemi, we're just this area here that should be just right enough room for it.
Yep, definitely enough room.
Do you think you can handle getting some of the dirt out of the way while I go get the stuff?
Do you want me to dig with my hands?
I don't know if QB is gonna let you just geomancy it out of the way.
Do geomancers have intuitive magic like that?
Double
Technically,
checking.
no.
I could just summon an Arctic hare and let it dig.
So many Arcticares. I mean, it's going to be relatively shallow. It's not going to be like super deep.
Picturing a park ranger coming up on you with like half a dozen rabbits.
Yeah, I'd say you can. Yeah, I'd say you can. The soil is soft enough that you can lift up more than usual, and you can have Arctic hares helping you out to start digging.
Such a good spell.
It is.
I can do so much with it.
Tyr's probably just going to walk back by Coda and not even pay attention because he's just focused.
Coda's gonna mimic the Arctic hares, by the way, so we have double the hair.
So I'm going to go back to the boat. I'm going to go take a big pile of bones that we got from the cave and drag it out to where Nemi and Coda are digging holes.
Whoa, buddy! You need help with those?
Coda.
Does Tyr look like he's struggling?
What's tier strength?
5.
With how many bones there are, yeah.
Oh, these little baby! I think I have more strength than that
precious.
for my Bengal alone. Not quite, but almost. Coda is gonna go to help Tyr carry the bones.
I think Tyr's just gonna not remember that Coda wasn't in on the plan. Since, we're so close knit that it's just like, oh, yeah, it was. So.
I mean, Coda doesn't really care. I mean, I think you would know that, but in character.
So, after we get the bones over there, I'm going to carefully place them in the best I can to make a skeleton of what one would assume is a Pegasus. Because Pegasus don't actually exist in this world, right?
Correct. There has been no canonical Pegasus in this world yet.
Cool. Awesome. Glad. I love it. So yeah, just in a stroke of genius, just we're gonna make some lay a whole bunch of bones to make it look like a Pegasus.
All right. Roll me a lore monsters -20.
Okay. Success.
Yeah, you're able to make it look pretty convinced. The shape of it pretty convincing. Throughout your journeys, did you say that you wanted to weather down the bones, that they looked older?
Yeah, that was in my like downtime. So Koda would notice that Koda and Nemi would both notice that these bones look older than we originally found them. Tyr has been technically busy behind the scenes for 2 seasons.
Yeah, I think there was plenty of unlisted times where you were doing stuff.
I think the exact thing I said was any leftover MP, I would be using it to age up at the end of the day.
That's true, you did, yeah.
Yeah. So and there's many times that we slept on the boat, so you know.
Yeah.
That's a lot of MP worth.
Yeah. What is your magic accuracy?
175.
All right. Can you roll me 3d100s?
Okay. If I direly need to, I can re-roll as needed.
Can you re-roll 2 of those?
Okay. Like, do I need to spend my channel points for the roll?
Not for these 2, no.
Okay.
Unless you get above 75 on the re-rolls.
You said 2, right?
Yep.
Okay, I guess I have to spend 1.
Just 1, yeah. And with a 9. Yeah.
Yay.
Your placement in the ground is convincing. It looks like what a Pegasus would look like. Your aging up intuitive magic was successful. These look old. Like probably during the age of the Akiria old.
Nice. Tyr looks at Nimi. So, do you have any thoughts on making something that would be a reason we would have stopped here? For like literally any reason. It could be like we thought that somebody was in trouble, like anything.
We heard there were a lot of rabbits in this area. I'm not really a planner, Tyr.
QB, is there anything like this is like a flat plain, right?
Yep.
Like a grassland, not even like loosely forested.
Oh yeah, it's a grassland. Completely flat. You can see for miles.
Is there any wildlife?
Yeah, you can see plenty of grassland wildlife. Basic stuff, some monsters here and there, but not that many.
What kind of monster?
Let me pull up sheets. Monsters that you can find. You can find mandragores here and there, some anaconda, fierce buns. You can find some tomatoes, entites, dogs, lightning flans. I know I said not that many, but those are all the tier 1 to 3 basic monsters. Although not all of them I have created the sheets for yet.
Mm-hmm. And did Tyr ask Nemi out loud for a reason why we would land here?
Yes.
Coda's like, well, we could always say we were hunting.
That's a great
Yeah.
idea.
We still need entite cores. We're kind of full up on Mandrapeels, but you know, never hurts. Your call.
What if we like combine it where we were like hunting for something and
And we blew the ground off.
yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that's perfect.
That's what my awareness roll was before. I was doing my own personal check to see how well Coda was catching on to what's happening
Okay, yeah.
for RP. Maybe.
A note that Tyr is scooping some of the dirt to put it back on top of the bones that were put in there. As he's, listening to the idea. That's a great idea. Just need to get most of this covered back up and it'll be perfect.
Well, I've always got rabbits. Rabbits. Hares, here you go. They've got big feet.
Yeah, they do.
So we got it mostly covered back up?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. We just need we need to make sure we know exactly where the spot is. I'm assuming that there's like coordinates for the map itself and we would know where we're at.
Yeah, you can save coordinates on the map.
Okay. Also we should probably put some sort of like actual marker. Just so like we can give them the coordinates and then they'll be able to find it. I don't know what type of marker. Any thoughts? Maybe like some sort of little stones like laid in pile type of thing.
Like a plinth? Clump of plinth?
Yes. Let's get
You can find stones around here.
Can we find stones, QB?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna collect a decent enough one that if you're in an airship above, that you would like be able to notice it.
Yes.
Are we trying to make this an obvious marker?
Yes.
Well, we don't want to be too obvious, like that people would see it and be like, "Huh, what's that?"
No, we do because
You want just random people to be able to find it, stumble across it?
well, the people that are the important ones to find it are going to be getting a phone call very shortly.
Okay. I mean, we could just wait here.
QB, do I have any clue of how long it would take for them to arrive here in the area? I would assume a while to collect materials and stuff like that.
Pretty much, yeah. It would take some time. Also, the people that you want to be calling are about 6,000 kilometers away.
But that's still within our long range, though, right?
It is
Yeah,
not.
5.
Oh.
Are we headed closer to it, or are we headed away from it currently?
If you want
To
to go
Lasalia.
to, if you want to go to Lasalia, you will be closer to it. Yes.
Close enough.
Question mark, question mark.
Let me double check. I think it's over here. You'll be just within range, actually. 4,800 kilometers.
Nice. In that case, I still want them to be able to easily find it. So we need to have some sort of marker. It can possibly be a bit more discreet, but also I don't think a pile of rocks would like really.
I mean,
make
not like
people
an
stop.
arrow pointing or something like that.
Yeah, just be like there at these coordinates. There's a big, huge pile of rocks.
Okay.
The dig site would be near there.
And we can do that.
All right. Yeah.
Nemi will help.
Nami, what is your strength?
It is 8.
All right. And Coda, I assume your strength is ridiculous.
Coda's strength is ridiculous. Coda has a strength-based bangle on top of strength-enhancing armor. Currently, strength is 19.
Yeah, that's impressive. In that case, with intuitive magic from Tyr and just straight up strength from Coda, you will be able to lift and carry some rocks to make a formation on one of the corners of the section, or on multiple corners if you choose so.
Well, to make the life easier, I could intuitive magic float up them, and then we can just push the floating rocks.
Can Nemi do any kind of stone shape with geomancy? Is that part of that kit?
Not in the plains, definitely.
Hmm.
Yeah, that'd be closer to a mountains kind of a thing.
Darn.
I'm useless.
Never.
Not even once.
The size of the stones that you're looking for, they like the size of humans or bigger or...
Well, I mean, they technically can be smaller than that. It's gonna be a big pile of rocks. So like probably the bigger boulders Coda will be moving, and then the like human smaller. Like depending on what you would define as easy and like big enough rocks that if float that Nemi could easily like push.
All right. In that case, it'll be about 30 MP, and you can move everything into a stack of rocks.
Nice. All right, with the stone set, we are good to go. I will make the call whenever we are within range. I'm
This is
also
fun.
making note of the coordinates.
Perfect. And that is an obligation complete, which means you get a key point for that.
Yes. We can roleplay the call if need be. So then the hand will be fully tipped. If not already, for people.
Yeah. You leave the plains and go up to Lysalia, and you will be in range to make that call. You know the number for who you're calling.
Yeah, I'm making a call to the magic school. If I happen to know my professor's direct number, I will do so, but I don't think he does.
He doesn't have a direct number, no, but you can reach out to his department.
It's such a large department.
Yeah.
So calling up the archaeology department of the Utani Magic School.
Right, you ring them up, and you get a voice on the other line. Hello?
Hey, do I know this as Professor Junip?
It doesn't
Based off the sound
sound.
effect.
It doesn't sound like Professor Junip. No.
Okay, and it's probably not anybody that I directly know. Or is it somebody that I would know the voice of?
You probably. No, this is more like a secretary for someone in the archaeology department.
Okay. Yes, is Professor Schnipp available? I have a urgent information that I need to get to him.
Oh, he's teaching a class right now. He has a schedule. Yeah.
Uh, would would it be too much of a bother for you to go to his class and inform him that Tuzugard has urgent information for him?
How urgent is it?
Um, Probably about a 7 out of 10.
Oh, that's impressive. All right. Well, in that case, I'll see what I can do. Stay on the line for a little bit. And you can hear she sets the receiver down on the table and walks away. Coda and Nemi, are you since you landed in Lysalia, how long are you gonna wait for Tuzugard on the boat?
I mean, till he comes back.
Yeah, we're gonna just
At
leave him.
least-
We're gonna ditch him here.
We'll go back and get the Dinoborns ourselves.
I mean, I assumed he was gonna be quick. Otherwise, he would have let us know.
Neither of you are quick. Ever.
I know, but I'm looking at crafting more alchemy
Yes.
stuff. Anytime we have downtime, we have so many supplies, and the thing we don't have is downtime.
That's true.
That's true.
All right. In that case, it will take an hour to get to Lysalia from the place that you're at, and 900 kilometers of gas. And
I can just, assuming we don't need to move immediately, nothing is gonna blow up, and we might have to flee Lysalia quickly. I could just do another round of crafting for high potions at least.
all right.
Phoenix Downs are going to take too long, even though we could use more.
All right.
We can do that after Tears roleplay.
Nemi, when you land in Lysalia, are you going to go out into the town at all? Because Tuzugard's going. It seems like a while before anybody responds back to Tuzugard. Or are you going to be with them on the ship?
I mean, Nemi doesn't really have any business. She might check Ulema scores. If there have been any games since.
I mean, we have some stuff we need to generally take care of getting the guild stuff, and also the because this is one that we're supposed to get the job from, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, Nemi can do that then. Nemi can go
And-
pick up the job.
Pick up the job and also get us registered for the city.
100%.
Cool.
Luckily, you're already
Oh,
registered
yeah,
for the
we're
city.
already registered here.
Oh, are we traveling backwards on our list?
Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
that's how we found out about the hunt. Was a place we
Ah,
never.
okay. My
And that's-
apologies. I'm back with what's happening.
That is
You're coming
A-okay. I completely understand because you went from the north, had to go all the way around the Siacht, hit Lysalia, hit Zeltania, and landed in Mulan. So, yeah. So now you are back in Lysalia, and it's Tuzugard, how long are you going to wait on the line for this assistant to come back with Professor Junip?
Well, my assumption would be that the secretary would say how important it was and then would either immediately come back if he's not coming to the phone, or he would be able to come to the phone. That would be my assumption. Because if it's going to take a while, like the secretary back is like, nope, he's in class and refuses to go, then I just plan on telling the secretary the notes of what's happening.
Okay.
Or to call us back. One of the two.
Okay, it's gonna be a good 15-20 minutes before you hear her come back. And she sounds winded, and she's like, yeah, he's coming, he's on his way.
Okay, thank you. Much appreciated.
Yeah, did you have to ask me to run across the entire campus for an important message?
I mean, it is of utmost importance. So yes.
Is someone dying?
I mean, if somebody was dying, it would be a 10 out of 10.
Okay, all right. Well, here you go. You hear the line shuffle around a little bit. Hello, this is Professor Junip at the Utani Magic School. And who might I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
It's Tiersagard. Hey.
Ah, Mr. Ericet, yes.
Yeah. So I'm, you know how I'm on my adventure, getting more of the monsters filled out in my book.
Yes, your sabbatical, yes, and your movie premiere, it looked like.
Yeah. I hope you got to see the movie at least.
I did get to see it, yes. I heard of it. I heard of it too late. So, and I heard your invitation after the premiere came out. I am terribly sorry about that. But
no, it's understandable.
Yeah, but I did make sure to see it as soon as I could. Opening day here, and the effects in it were pretty good. You did a pretty good job with the effects. I saw your name in the credits.
Thanks. And tears visibly blushing. I appreciate it. I actually I discovered something on our travels that's very important for you.
Oh?
We were defeating some monsters, as we do.
Yeah.
And we happened to there was a spell that was missed and it hit the ground. But whenever it did, it exploded some of the ground off, and I noticed a really old bone. And when I say old, I mean like really old. And I give the rough approximation of the time period based off of what I would think it would be. I didn't want to do anything more to it because I know that preserving bones that old is very important. But me and my friends did set up some rocks at this location, and I think this could be some profound discovery.
Oh, well, all right then. What made the bones stand out aside from being old?
I mean, it was mostly that they were old, but it didn't fit any monsters that I can think of with the little bit that I saw. Like I said, I didn't want to go and disturb it and cause any possible damage to any of the bones.
Okay. Knowing
But
you're
just something that old it just seems significant, and I know that finding stuff that old is pretty rare.
Yes, it is. Well, that sounds like something more for the paleontology department, but I am sure that I will work with them because this is a great discovery by my star pupil. Thank you for sharing this with me. I am going to try and take a look at it. you showed him or you sent him a rough coordinates, right? Or the exact
Yes.
coordinates?
The
All right.
exact if I could.
All right. It'll be hard for me to go out to Mulan, but I will try and get out there by the end of the semester and see what this is all about. Or maybe I'll take my own leave of absence to take a look.
Awesome. I'm glad I can help you out however I can while I'm out and about.
All right, great. Also, the excuse that we had for Allie, they miss you.
Oh, are they still doing good in their classes?
Oh yeah. We they were able to convince someone else to join the second tier of the class that they're in, but you know, that's 100% increase.
I'm glad that they're doing so well.
Yeah, me too. You can hear in his voice that he's a little forlorn about the state of his classes.
Yeah, trying my best.
Well, is there anything else that you want to bring up with me?
Not specifically at this time. I just I'm hoping that everything is going well, and that hopefully you'll be able to see this soon and be able to make some great discoveries.
Yeah, me too. Thank you so much, Mr. Erickett. If you don't mind me, I have another class in 20 minutes. I'll leave you to continue your study abroad.
I appreciate it.
Have a good day.
You too. And Tear King's up and is visibly very happy at this phone call.
I assume this is going to be in the same... Yeah, this is in the same room as where Coda's crafting. So, Coda, you can see Tyr very happy.
Oh, I love that for him.
And while we're in the airship, do you want to give me a... Cities, job sheet... Where's crafting guide? There you are. You said you were crafting high potions, right?
I think that's the one I have time for.
3.5 hours? Yeah. It'll be an extra 2.5 that you're stuck in the ship when you land in Mulan, but it will be an alchemy plus 30.
That is the life I chose when I became the ship's alchemist. A lot of sitting in the ship while everyone else does stuff. You said alchemy plus 30, right?
Yeah, alchemy plus 30.
No reason for that to fail. High potion. Just take 2 off. Just use total. And
All right. You have 2 more high potions.
now we have 2 more high potions. Let's go. I know we need Phoenix Downs, but those take way too long.
They do take quite some time.
Also, if I throw a high potion at somebody, it does 250. So
That is pretty good. Pharmacology rules.
pharmacology rules. Not just having drugs, but knowing how to use them.
Exactly. So, Nemi,
That's me.
you go into the Adventurers Guild, and you can see it's a pretty decent sized adventuring guild. The host at the front counter is going to look up at you. Hi, welcome to the Lysalia Adventuring Guild.
Oh,
How may I help you today?
my name is Nemi, and we were interested in the job that got sent out. We're Boat One Best Boat.
Job that got sent out. Oh, Boat One Best Boat. You are a... She starts rifling through, some, folders. You are a... Here you are. A Tier 2. Oh, perfect. That means you did get the notice about the crocodile.
Oh, well, that's not what it said, but okay.
Yeah, the crocodile hunt.
Okay.
We need some... it was deemed too difficult or too dangerous for a Tier 1 hunting group, and we want a Tier 2 hunting group to have their eyes on it. Do a little scouting, and depending on what they find, they can bring it up the chain or tackle it themselves with a hunting mission.
Okay, great. Is there anything else we need to know?
Yeah, so the crocodile was last seen in Dolbodar Swamp, which you'll find southeast of Lysalia.
Yeah, that really does sound like a made-up name. You're right, Morat. And you should say it.
All names are made up, but still.
So, southeast
Everything's
of
extra
Lysalia?
Yeah, southeast of Lysalia, you'll find that there are mountain ranges between us and all around that swamp, really. And the it's kind of a large swamp, so the more that you go around, so really the more that you I think it's closer to where the flatlands are, the salt marshes are. That's where they last reported it. I guess it's kind of in between us and Mulan, but it was first reported to us, so we get to put out the hunt. So
Okay.
yeah, it is a big chunky horny toad. It, from what I gathered from the Tier 1 hunters that looked at it, it's got a chunky amount of HP and can hold its own against Tier 2 enemies, so that's why we have determined it to be a Tier 2 hunt.
Okay, great. Hopefully we'll see you soon.
Yeah, hopefully. And definitely, this mission, just to let you know, is only scouting to observe its behavior.
Mhm.
Once you report more information, then there will probably be a hunt that's specifically to hunt it. A job to hunt it. That's the word of phrasing.
Do we get paid for it?
Oh, for the scouting mission is 2,000 gil.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And then I guess Nemi's gonna head back.
All right, sounds good.
Run back as fast as her little feet can carry her. Tell Coda and Tyr all about it. And leave Gan alone because Gan has a headache.
Coda's still in his Walter White gear.
We're supposed to scout out a big, chunky, horny toad. I mean, I don't need to know that much about it, but that's what we're scouting. And there's southeast of LaSalle in a place I can't remember the name of because it totally sounded made up. Like double down. and it's closer to the flatlands than the mountains. It's a big swamp. Ooh, swamp. I want to go to a swamp.
Yeah, isn't that one of your areas?
That's one I haven't gotten yet. I would love to visit a swamp.
Just a note, Tyr is still beaming with excitement.
Sure, you look really happy.
I am. The phone call went great, and I definitely think we should investigate this thing because I don't think I've ever heard of anything like it before. At least not seen it. I would want to see it.
Okay. Well, as soon as Coda is done.
Well, I mean, I can still do it if we have to fly to the hunt. Didn't they say it was like 2 hours from here? So I still got about 2 hours left.
Well, there you go.
It's 250 kilometers, so...
Oh, okay, so no. Not 2 hours.
Definitely not 2 hours.
I completely misheard you. I did think you said it was like 2.5 hours. No, that would make sense. We have a very fast ship, so that would be very far.
Yeah, that's about 20 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I can finish crafting and then we can go.
Cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Is there anything else anyone wants to do in the city?
Do we need any supplies before we do this hunt?
We've already checked the what the supplies is in the town. Words are hard, evidently.
Well, I wasn't talking about like materials. I was thinking more like anything else we need. Like
I know. I'm just making sure that we've
Gotcha.
looked at it before. Especially since we've already been through the town, I assume we have, but I just want to confirm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure QB rolled the supplies for this place. Right?
Yep, they should be in the sheet.
I don't think there's anything specific we need to go into town for then.
Well, let's go.
All right, sounds good. Currently grabbing something more specific. Ooh, that's don't want that. All right, fantastic. Yeah. Let me make a few edits here. Fantastic. And so, yeah, you're able to fly over towards the Dolbador swamps. The stench is thick, and there is a the ground is very the places where you can stand are very crunchy with its soil, but most of it is under shallow water. Can someone roll me a... Let me see. What would be good for this? Ooh. I know. Perfect. Let me grab the thing. Can anyone roll me a tracking? -20.
I can do it.
Straight tracking. I'll let you know what you are able to find.
Okay, straight tracking. Got it.
Pride Month is over. Street tracking.
Wow. Oh wait, that's a 5. I thought it said 87.
Oh. And
I'm in dark mode and it's hard to read the black on purple sometimes.
oh yeah. Oh boy, what do you mean I did not make that yet? Whoopsies. It's fine. Hunts are usually a day all on their own. GM sheet. This is supposed to be that big. Alright, perfect. Let me change this. So you flew around a little bit and you were able to find a suitable place to land where all the textures that I described before are present. And then you're able to find a massive toad just with its belly down into the mud, into the muck. And its top half is sticking out as it's slowly just crawling in the mud.
Is it basking?
Yes.
Soaking up them sun rays.
It sure is. Can everyone roll me an awareness check?
I can crit it. If you want.
I can biff it.
Oh,
I can meet it.
Ah, the three little bears. Nemi is once again just right.
I did that last session too.
Yeah, you did. You hit a 20 on a 20 check exactly. 2020 vision, 2020 awareness.
You are able to see a pellicroak flying down into the muck. And as soon as it touches it, you see it gets poisoned.
Oh.
And it starts trying to fly out of the muck. And you can see that it's having trouble as the pellicroak or the toad is crawling in the muck closer before it opens its mouth, launches a bubble at the pellicroak, and keeps rearing its head back, and more bubbles come out of its mouth. The first bubble hits the pellicroak, and the other bubbles fall down around it in subsequent patterns. And once you see the pellicroak is too tired to move, the giant toad sucks it up.
The bubbles was multiple turns of combat, right?
It took one turn to launch it all out of its mouth, and it came down in multiple turns.
Okay.
Now, did it tire like it went to sleep, or tire like it just ran out of HP?
Like it ran out of HP.
So definitely don't go in the mud.
I mean, Coda could. I'm half tempted to just sort of like jump up in the air and limit break on it.
We're just supposed to.
Since Library Fairy gave us an extra one.
We're just supposed to scout.
I won't do that.
We
But
gotta get the money first.
I am toxic resistant.
I mean, also you could float on top of it as an option.
Yeah.
What
We know
else does
float.
it do? And I do not know float, actually.
Oh,
I could, though.
we don't know.
Float. it will
I say
be a
we
whole,
because if you know it, then Coda knows it.
it's a whole 2 JP for me to learn it. So it's not like it's that bad, but
Don't put yourself out.
I mean, if I do that, then I can get flight later. So, there is plus side to doing it. I've contemplated it. I just got other priorities at the moment.
I get you.
Do you know who has float?
We're not in the mountain.
2 thumbs and float? This gal.
Yay!
That's why I took mountains.
Are we close enough to swamps that we now know swamps?
I mean, we're in a swamp. It better be.
If you spend the JP and start using it, yes.
Nice.
I guess I should just go ahead and spend the JP. Hang on, let me check. See if that's what I wanted.
All right, so this thing basks in the muck and waits for its prey to come to it. Once it touches the swamp, it gets poisoned. So we probably need some kind of like poisona. I'm sure I can figure out how to craft that stuff.
What's it doing after eating the thing?
After eating the thing,
Is it still moving or is it taking a nap?
It moves. It hops out of the muck. Just one large leap out of there. And it starts wiggling a little bit to shed off its muddy... to shed off the mud that was stuck to it, and you can see that the mud that falls off onto the ground kind of steams a bit.
I fought this thing in Monster Hunter.
And it heads down here and into a cave.
We just have to cover the cave with rocks, trap it in there, starve it.
Just cause a cave in, problem solved. Hey, Coda, what if we took some of our bottles for alchemy stuff and picked up some of the water into one of them for like people to be able to do some testing at the hunter skill?
Yeah, or we could like huck them at people that we want to poison.
I mean, also that.
Yeah, I'd be down.
All right.
Can Coda collect some of the slime?
Yeah. How much do you want to collect? How many balls do you want to collect?
As many as we can. I don't mind.
Let's say you have 5 bottles on you then. So
Yeah,
there's a
let's
limit.
do it.
Yeah. So yeah, you have 5 bottles of slimy acid.
Cool.
Oh, so it's not like the swamp itself, it's more of like excretion from the toad?
Oh, it's the swamp itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There is a village nearby if you want to ask anyone.
Oh, there is.
Yes. Of course, we would love to go talk to people.
I love villages. We always meet wrestlers when we go to villages.
I mean, not
Always, QB.
Okay.
Always, QB.
To be fair, if Coda goes into a village, there is at least one wrestler in that village.
And where there's one wrestler, somebody comes out to challenge them. Always. Especially if that wrestler has a microphone in their hands. It's just the basic laws of pro wrestling.
I see. Okay.
Like physics.
Well, you make it to the nearby village, and
does it have a name, or is it not even that big?
It's not that big. There are five buildings in here.
They all just call it the village.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh. And so the village.
It's got a name now.
I guess it sure does. There
It's
we go.
officially on the sheet. It's canonical now.
All right, fantastic. You go to the village, and you can see that there's the people there are. They definitely have. They're definitely a bit more. I guess fearful and depressed. As
Swamp folk, basic.
Yeah,
regular swamp folk.
stereotypical swamp folk in a small town. As you can see that the muck that you were in the area does run through what looks like would have been a river here.
Does this swamp have a hag that we could like recruit to fight the toad?
Are you asking the villagers?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, I've never heard of this town having a hag before, but
No, not like a typical swamp hag like you would find in the swamp. Coda is from the city and has 0 lore monsters.
There's not really. I mean, there's usually rumors of those existing.
Oh, darn.
Yeah. I mean, this is a pretty small swamp. Pretty small marshland. Honestly, this is about as much of a village that you're going to find here.
Could have a very small swamp witch.
Do you mean like Moogle sized?
I would never say that.
Is there Moogles around here?
No, not really. Just us Humes.
Nobody here but us humans.
And you can see that there is just 4 families of Humes. Are you here to... We had a group of adventurers that came by a bit ago. No one really visits us.
Did they try to hunt the toad, the crocodile?
Yes. We put out a bill for someone to get the crocodile.
And what happened? Did they get just like murked?
From what we hear, they it was a struggle to keep them alive from the hunting guild's perspective. So I don't know how it really works when that happens. Do they just throw more bodies at it? I don't know.
They sent us here to scout it and see what it's like to better estimate what we need to throw at it next.
Oh, okay. More eyes. All right. Yeah.
Have you guys noticed anything in regards to it?
Well, ever before it came along, this river that you see here and the marshlands were a lot more clear. And that just started exuding its mucus.
Gross.
Yeah, and now the river is just as you see it, just mucked up. It
Well,
is very
Someone ought
unfortunate.
to do something about it.
Well, as our main source of water, we would like it if you did. Please.
Well, it's probably gonna be us, to be honest. But we're doing it by the books.
Oh, perfect. All right. Yeah. Love the sound of that. Great. Do you know when you would be able to do it if it's by the books?
I mean, I don't know. They just told us to scout and then bring the information back. And
Oh,
then after that, we'd probably get the go ahead.
okay. All right. Well, hopefully
We
that.
can, we can make sure that they know of the urgency of the matter.
Oh, we would like that a lot. Please, thank you. Uh, definitely be careful with it. Uh, the muck itself is very dangerous to be around.
Yeah, we saw it take down a. I've already forgot the name of it.
A pelicroc.
Helicroak.
Thank you. We saw it take down a pelicroak.
Yeah, those are common here. They used to be a lot more frequent, but ever since the crocodile came around, not so much anymore. But also, don't be caught by its siren song.
Oh,
Mhm.
That's something that we heard from a distance. Last adventurers that tried to take it down, and then it sounded like they started attacking each other. So,
Got it.
yeah, definitely be careful with it. Yeah.
What do we have that prevents confusion or cures it?
I think that was a problem for us before.
It was. Like out of game, I know pharmacology does allow you to do status and immunity with status items. But that's also jump points and very specific things that I don't know if you would want to spin for Coda.
Well, from what I see, poison, blind, silence, berserk, disable, immobilize, sleep, unaware, mini, toad, petrify, stone, curse, zombie, slow stop, sap. And I guess remedy is the catch-all that would cure everything, which is probably not something we have access to yet.
Mm-mm.
But I don't see anything that does confuse unless I'm reading the chart wrong. Like out of character, is there a cure for confuse in universe, Kiwi? Other than a love tap? Yeah, exactly, Pokey.
I am quickly double checking. Confuse.
Because I've already got so many tabs open, I don't know off the top of my head, and I'm
There
trying to pull
isn't
up
a
the crafting guides.
specific item that cures confusion, aside from a little love tap.
Right. I don't think that there is anything we can do like armor or equipment wise either. Oh yeah, there might be a spell. Spells are like my weak spot. Basuna. Like a big bassoon.
Yeah. Oh, also, yeah, remedies are the only items that can cure confuse.
And we cannot make those. Basuna is a level 4 white magic spell.
Which we don't have access to yet.
We are not that level yet.
And it's not confusion either.
Oh, nope. It doesn't do confuse.
Yeah, it's just berserk, blind, poison, sleep, and zombie.
This thing has a ton of hit points, right?
That's what the last group said.
Gang, is there any way, like Tyr, if I get into combat with this thing, can you use a time mage spell to sweep me out of combat to pull me out? Is that something one of your spells does?
Technically, yes.
Because I can run up.
No.
What's that?
Technically, yes. Not technically. Depends on how QB rules. Because I assume it would technically be grid combat and how teleport itself would work, since it's supposed to have the auto escape function.
Unless one of y'all has scan, I can run up to it, punch it, and if you can teleport me out of combat, I can take that scan information.
I only have scan in town.
We need to build more buildings. We need to expand the village. This is our story arc, and we end up like building this entire village, and they're like, "Oh, thank you for making our village into a town, and we have a town hall now and a mayor."
And we just did it.
We're
so
like,
we can
"Yeah,
scan the toad.
stand back. We need to cast scan." Because Coda is resistant to bio and toxin. Obviously not confuse, but yeah, I mean, if you can do it, Tyr, if you can do it, I can punch the thing, and then we take the scan and charge the guild a whole bunch of money because we get all the data. I just want to know how many hit points this thing has, so I know how many times I need to hit it.
QB, that's would teleport be able to actually get us immediately out of combat?
Depends on how good your magic stat is, because teleport itself will let you teleport a group number of your magic attribute in squares.
My magic attribute is 18.
All right, so you'll be able to teleport 18 squares away, which is about half of the map.
And I can mimic, and my magic is 10.
So that will be 28.
But I mean, I don't think it's going to be able to go 18 squares anyway. It's just a matter of catching it in a way that we're not screwed. I mean, it being the case is probably the best bet, but like, also, I don't know about that. Tyr is very resistant to this idea.
What is the range on? What is the casting range on teleport? Like, how far away can you cast it from?
Oh, we have to be next to each other, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. So I can't just go in there and you teleport me back to you or something.
No.
Well, you can be 5 squares away and teleport Coda back to you.
Yeah, but that's not gonna solve the end problem.
No, it won't. And in fact, it would probably make things worse. Because then, instead of having 2 casts of teleport, it would just be you teleporting Coda back to you, and then,
And then
Coda
teleporting
10 squares.
back to
Yeah.
back.
I mean, 10 squares is still quite a bit, but that's
It's still
also a
quite a
lot
bit.
more squishy.
You did see how far it can leap, though.
What is the definition of the beginning of combat? Because I can use command mimic and copy a level of spells from tier. So I could teleport myself out of battle or cast exit or whatever it is, however many squares away, and then tier could teleport us en masse 18 squares away.
So complicated.
If you are able to stealth, you can use your first round of unaware. If you do a successful stealth, your first round of unaware combat will be to command mimic, and then
Then you
but
have to
the
punch
next
it.
round, the crocodile will know that you are combative.
You'll have to punch it in order to get the scan, and then on the following turn after that, then you would teleport to me. So you're looking at least taking for sure 1 round, if not potentially 2 rounds, knowing your speed, 2 rounds of getting hit, and if you fail the stealth, then it's 3 rounds of getting hit.
I can fail the spell? Wait, what?
No, fail the stealth. Okay.
Oh, fail stealth. Coda.
I don't like the mods. I don't like the mods a lot. I am very against this plan.
Coda's got a lot of HP. He's a tough boy.
I
He's
am making
chunky.
it known how not happy Tyr is with this idea.
I got 344 hit points now.
I'm not saying no. I'm saying I am against it.
Dying to use them. I think it's so brilliant and so wild off base that like I kind of love it. But yeah. Yes, I know, Pokey. One of us could just learn scan, but I have these fists that do it.
I have another idea. It's a crazy idea.
Okay, good. I like crazy ideas.
What if we craft something? And since you say you have thrown weapons, we craft a thrown weapon, so then you can do it at a range. And then you're not having to go up there and punch it.
This is what I love about this boat.
I mean, I do have thrown weapons, but
That's at least some range.
that's like only 4 squares.
4 squares is better than 1 square, so like we're making headway here. And I think, can't you take some sort of penalty to do like a super long shot, or is that not in this system?
Not in this system.
Okay.
All right. Do we want to sort of maybe table talk a little bit like during the break and then come back, because I know we're also running long on that. Just like just in terms of like making sure we can still do like all of the role playing and whatnot on screen, but just like in terms of like we're getting into the rules now and like looking at the source books and like we could probably do that during the break.
Yeah, let's do that during the break. So let's take our 5, 10, 50, 20-minute break, something like that, and we'll be back soon. See you all then.
Bye.
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 Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Steal the Skies. We got Boat 1 Best Boat over here. Pew, 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 pew.
Hi.
Did you ask us a question?
Hi.
Oh, I forgot
You didn't
to ask
ask us
a
a
question. Right.
We had so many things to think about during the break and we forgot.
There were, yeah, I knew that you all had a lot of things to think about. But the question that I have for this week, if you want a little bit of time brainstorming, if my Firefox will ever open, there we go, is what did you want to be when you grew up?
I can go first.
All right, perfect. Wimpdork, what did Nemi want to be when she grew up?
Nemi wanted to be the world's best hunter, of course. She's always wanted to be a hunter.
Perfect. That is a great answer.
It was an easy answer. That's why I was willing to go first. Give everyone else a little time to think.
It is a goal that you have had since childhood and have never given up.
No, she has not wavered.
That great, yeah. While Morad and Luxor think about their answers, I just always come back and think about Troby's answer of wanting to be a ninja talk show host. Kind of hilarious.
It's a very good answer.
It's a good answer and definitely one that a kid Franklin would have.
Yeah.
Morad and Lux, do you know what occupation your character would have wanted to have when growing up?
Coda doesn't necessarily remember growing up, but from their earliest memories, they wanted to be growing up like the boss of the gang. Their earliest memories, rescued them. They wanted to be growing up like the boss of the gang. Their earliest memories, rescued somebody. They wanted to be growing up like the boss of the gang. Their earliest memories, rescued somebody. They wanted to be growing up like the boss of their crew.
I am terribly sorry. I typed out of the wrong box, and then you started doubling up on me because it started playing the stream audio.
Oh no.
I refuse to answer a second time.
Oh god, please, Morad.
I'll do it for key point. No, I'm kidding. I'm very key point motivated. I'm just, Coda does not have childhood memories, but from their earliest memories, they wanted to be like the boss of the gang who rescued them on the streets of Osgard when they were lost and had no memory. Well respected, tough as nails in a fight, and like a parent figure to their crew.
Perfect. Love it.
Like the visual image I have right now is like not necessarily of Coda, but just of a person like laying on the sidewalk and like somebody offering them a hand up, and their face is kind of like secluded in shadow because maybe they have like a street light behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Just like reaching up to grab that hand and wanting to be that person who is on the giving end of the hand and helping people up.
Oh, that's delightful. I like that. Thank you for that answer, and thank you for repeating it.
Absolutely.
Sorry for everyone at home that experienced that when I was. Lux, what did Tears of Gold want to be when he was growing up?
So I kind of had very generic ideas initially because I remember hearing the question yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But I just over those two coming up stuff, I decided to pivot. He wanted to be a somebody who helped mediate conflicts. He was much more social and much more outgoing whenever he was younger, and kind of become more shy as he grew up, which explains why he's so apt at social skills.
That makes sense. I like it. Thank you so much. Well, since then, you all had a bit of time to think what you want to do. What is it that you as a group want to do?
I think the crew like kind of metaphorically sat Coda down and was like, even if we do this, we're not going to have time to hunt this thing. We got to rescue Amber. So, it's fine to just sort of half-ass this job. We don't have to get a scan. So I think we have decided that we are going to drop off our information and then continue hunting down our lead.
All right. Perfect. In that case, you head back to Lysalia, which is another 250 gil worth of gas. And you turn in the information, and they'll pay you the 2,000 gil. Thanks for sharing that information with us. We'll let you know we'll let you know when the hunt goes live, and if it's something that is deemed tier 2 or tier 3.
In regards to it, definitely mark it as high importance, because this is affecting a village's drinking water.
Oh.
Yeah, that village is miserable. This thing is poisoning everything around it, including the people.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah, we're going to have to we're definitely going to have to bump that up. Thank you for
Did anyone ever find that Nidhogg? Hunt that Nidhogg?
Oh, yes, the Nidhogg that was in Oskern.
Yeah.
Yes, there was a tier 1 group that was able to tackle it down.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah, and now they're a tier 2 for that. They call themselves the Bright Shining Stars. If you believe it or not, they actually have a gosh, what were those people called? Tip of my tongue. One of those Backnami. They have a Backnami in their group. Pretty rare for a hunting group.
Wokeness run amok.
And for those that are curious and have seen season 1 of Krista Do a Flip, yes, it is that Backnami.
Yay, cricket.
Okay.
The Bright Shining Stars are a tier 2, and Cricket couldn't be happier. So yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to do in town while you are here?
QB, when Nemi told Lex that they were taking the job, did we officially take the job?
For the hunting? Yes. Oh wait, no, you said Lex.
Yeah, for Amber.
You did not select that you were going to go to the hunting guild, but you did talk to the the name for the person that posts the job. Client. You spoke to the client, so as far as the client is aware, you probably took it from the hunting guild. So if anyone else from the hunting guild,
I thought he was in the process of putting it up. I didn't.
Can we take it from here? Can we report that we're taking that job?
Can we call for it?
You can. Unfortunately, you are able to take jobs in Lysalia, and jobs that are posted for Lysalia.
Oh, even with our communicator?
Yes. The communicator works to basically bookmark and to be like, hold up on that. I'm coming to accept.
Okay, so we can know about jobs, we can't officially take the jobs.
Correct.
Okay.
So if we want to be the ones taking that job, we would have to fly back to Milan.
You would need to fly to Jans.
Oh, to Jan's, which is even farther, right?
Correct.
Is that job still up? Is somebody already claimed it? Or somebody already taken it?
You can see in your communicator, since it is within 5,000 kilometers, there's a little bit of an error. There's a client's error going on with the job itself.
Oh.
If you go
Does anyone at the Hunting Guild know what that error means?
Yeah, you can go to the Hunting Guild. The hosts will bring up the error message itself and be like, yeah, that error can be caused by several things. Either there was a miscommunication with the client. Maybe they have declined several people that have requested to take the job. Sometimes you'll get that if a client posts a job and it's like years before anyone gets to it, and it's not like super urgent for them, and someone comes around and is like, I am accepting your job, but they've completely forgot about it at that point. And so they're like, I don't have a job for you. And then they go back to the Hunting Guild, report that there was no job, then there's a client's error, and then we have to contact the client, get it sorted out, and it becomes a hassle on our end when that happens.
Look, my associate made a very simple, earnest rookie mistake. Is there a way we could send like a carrier pigeon or something saying that we're taking the job to the city?
Oh. To the specific job with client Lex?
Yes. Yes. We had a verbal agreement where we took it, but we didn't. My associate, they didn't register it with the Hunting Guild themselves because of the verbal agreement.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I just need to jot down your group name, the party member that selected it, Boat One Best Boat, perfect. Who had the verbal agreement with the client?
That is me, Nemi.
All right, Nemi, perfect. And
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, it happens. You hear that someone is in danger or someone needs help, and you leap to justice. We get it here.
It's not your fault that their systems are Byzantine memory.
Yeah, we get it. So we can communicate with the hall up in Yawns, and you can, and then basically the guild hall in Yawns will reach out to the client and try and sort this out, make sure that this is a verbal agreement that did happen, and if so, we will put your name on the post, on the job.
Sounds great.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have any other questions or concerns I can help address today?
Could we see from our end how much the job paid?
Like
on our long range communicator?
The job posting itself is says 5K plus.
Cool.
The host can also peer over and be like, wow, 5K for a tier 2 mission? Must be a big spender. Surprised that they didn't go for a higher tier with that money.
We sort of have a personal connection. We know the person who was taken, and we're very determined to retrieve them.
Hence the verbal agreement to the post.
Right.
Makes sense. All right, great. Yeah. It happens.
somebody is grieving for a lost loved one, and you don't want to bring up paperwork and stuff like that.
Yeah, I understand that. Well, hopefully, you'll be able to find the person.
Oh, we
That's
will.
that's our goal. Nemi right here is one of the best hunters and trackers in all of Ivalice. I was going to say the continent, but I mean, we hit so many continents. I might as well just say the world.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, I want to be.
Well, you're not tier 1, so you've already proven yourself at least once that you're excellent at tracking and hunting. You still got quite a ways to go, but I believe in you.
You might have seen our HGTV episode. We were pretty great.
You were pretty great, yeah. You had an excellent narrative with that.
Say, we didn't ask this at the time. Do you make like recordings of those for the cruise? Like, can we get a copy of that episode?
Oh, I mean, it's in a vault at one of our head offices. We have several, roughly one per side of the world.
What would it take to get a copy made for us? Like, is that doable?
Yeah, I think that's doable. You just have to go up to Jilland. That is the head office for this side of the world. You have in Jilland, Rosaria, and Gaultia, are where you will find the 3 main offices.
All right, we can do that eventually. It's not urgent. I was just curious.
Yeah, of course. If you're curious, the exact city that you will want to be going for is Morabella. That is, I guess you could say the capital of Jilland. Jilland is a funny place when it comes to how it's ran. It's not a very strict hierarchy. It's not like a very standard government. Honestly, the government that exists is new. Like 150 years ago, it was bartered by pirating groups or by adventurer halls, and whoever bartered effectively essentially became the rulers of that town. It was like an auction house. It was really funny, but like, I mean, they made it work long enough to still be a country.
That sounds fascinating.
Right?
Coda's like kind of doing the equivalent of like tapping their nails on the reception desk. Like, I don't know if the mic's picking that up even.
Oh, it was, like, yeah.
That's fascinating information. Geopolitics, I love it.
We gotta find Amber.
What's their current situation? Are they still doing that barter thing?
I mean, they do a little bit if you're a local group, and you have to basically stay in the area because you get certain chips for completing missions within Jilland, and those chips are what you use to barter with
for like political power or whatever.
Essentially. And some cities have it more of an honorary system with that nowadays. Other cities, they'll put your team on the council.
So I see.
Yeah, it's It's funny up there.
Sounds like a laugh riot. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
Are we ready, guys?
Very.
Yeah.
So, like, in probing that, Kodo was just thinking about the conversation with Ajora and what she was saying about her experiences with government and looking for a place to settle where the hierarchies and the aristocracy are not in such sharp relief with the lower classes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they were probing.
I see.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do in the town, or want to head on out to Drolis?
I'm ready to head to Drolis. You guys?
Yeah. Let's head to Drolis.
Been ready.
Let's find Amber. Let's
All
crack
right.
some heads.
On your way out there, you do have several cities between you and the city.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course.
Let me answer your question. Yes.
The answer is yes.
Yeah, okay. In this case, you will have Galleon, Fratton, Muthersgate, Linksby, Apleafield, Zremont, and then Drolis, just in that line. Galleon is on the western side of Odalia in the Mulan Holy Yodoran Empire, while the rest of the cities are on the Romandan continent in the Holy Yodoran Empire.
That sounds good.
So we're going to spend the money to connect and also double check all the shops.
All right. That is 3,500 gil to connect. And
You want to go one at a time on that so we can both get it for sure written down and looked at.
yeah.
Yes, I mean,
I'll do the looking at the items if you want to do the playing.
is it possible to paste the names of the towns into the chat on Discord, and I'll just copy them?
Yeah, let me do that for you.
Or actually, no, you have access to our common sheet if you want to just add the names there.
Yeah, I can let me do that. I'm gonna do the flight path right before that.
We'll figure out gas and stuff.
Yeah.
3,500. We're going down to 69,000 gil, folks.
And all of this is going to be under the Holy Yodoran Empire.
Yes.
Except for Galleon. Right?
Galleon is in the Holy Yodoran Empire.
Oh,
It's just on the Ordalian continent.
gotcha. You say 7 cities?
Yep. And altogether, that is 4,300 kilometers. All right. Is it Muthersgate a... Nope, Muthersgate is not in a yacht.
Let's just say you said 4,300 kilometers.
And let me get you that information.
If you were thinking about antidotes for Coda to make, there is plenty of herbs in Lasalia before we technically leave.
Okay.
It's got tier 1, 2, and 3 of everything but spoils.
Yeah, it's on the crafting supplies sheet. I didn't bother filling in the calculations yet, but it's 5-2 ratio. And if we do it before we leave Lasalia, then I can craft some as we travel.
Yeah, there's plenty of. There's
How many?
53 herbs of tier 1.
3 tier 1 herbs.
So there's
How
no
many?
spoils.
No spoils?
No spoils in
Oh.
Lasalia specifically. But I mean, you can at least get, what, 1 or 2 technically going?
We have 2 already. So if let's see, dried grass.
I'll keep an eye out for any spoils that we run into.
It's a tier 1 herb. I guess we'll just buy 50. Nice even number.
Okay.
Because it's 5 per. And then I can craft one once we leave Lasalia using the arachnid venom we already have.
Crafting tier 1 is 5 gil per CP. So that's going to be
50.
250 for 50 CP worth.
30. Cool.
Making QB not do as much math. Yay.
Oh, thank you.
What's a tier 1 crafting roll modifier?
Plus 40. I believe.
Lasalia needs to be lowered down to 3 herbs of tier 1, just so you know. If you want me to send you a message of that, I can.
Yes, please do.
Or will.
Okay, so we should have 2 antidotes.
You can also double check and make sure I'm at the right price. But I'm pretty sure I did it right.
Uh, 50 tier 1 herbs is 250 gil. That is correct.
Already
Yay.
deducted. We're good.
We already
Perfect.
deducted it, so just the city itself needs to be set at 3, and you're good.
All right, perfect. Aha! I found where all these cities are.
And
They've been
once we
hiding
get-
from you.
Once
They
we
were
get to a city
hiding.
that has spoils, we're good. Trolos, we said, was a town.
Drolis is a town, yes.
Let's see if I can find Soliadoran Empire, Regalia, Galleon, Fratone.
Is... Huh.
Luther's Gate.
Everywhere on Romanda that you went through, aside from Muthu's Gate, is a town. Muthu's Gate is the only city.
Boom. Sweet.
Is there any other specific supplies we're looking for?
Yep, spoils. Tier 1.
14 tier 1 is in Galleon.
And Galleon is a town. So everything except for Muthu's Gate that you went to is a town.
Yep, I got those marked already.
Perfect.
Yeah, if we have more tier 1 spoils, I need a total of. Let me update. Dry grass is now 45. So that means we can make 9 of them, which means we need
Oh.
18 arachnid venom total.
There's plenty to go around. Ramonda
So-
has 86 tier 1 spoils, so you can have as much as you want.
Yay!
Hey.
I think this is plenty. So I'll grab 18. That's another.
Do you want 18 tier 1 spoils?
Yep.
Okay, we'll just take it out of Ramonda, if that's fine with you, QB.
Yeah, that's fine. Probably the first place that you go to in Ramonda.
Yeah, it's like that, and because it's I'm sorry, Aplia Field is the one I was specifically looking at.
Okay.
But I mean, literally anywhere that has at least, you said 18, which is just 90 gil.
Yeah, that would be 90 gil. I mean, Fratton's the first town that you go to in Ramonda. If you
I'm
want to get
fine with-
crafting as soon as possible.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, to me, it doesn't matter. So
Okay.
the earlier we can get it, the better, technically.
All
Agreed.
right.
Is there anything else we're looking for shop-wise? I don't think there is, but I'm just confirming that with everyone
I don't
else.
need anything else.
Oh, wait, there is one thing I want to possibly look at. Wait, no, I think we have already had the supplies that I would want anyway. I had a thought of a thing.
Okay. Just to let you know, this entire venture, all the way to Drolis, took about 6 hours to do. Or, since you're hitting seven stops, that would actually probably be closer to a full 12. If you
12
spend,
hours?
yep, if you spend 1 hour in each place.
Okay, I'm going to craft some Phoenix Downs then.
Perfect.
It's fine. Can we buy 6 tier 3 wood? And it literally does not matter where, because Coda's going to be crafting potions.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, you can get 6 tier 3 woods at Fratton.
Okay.
And Coda, give me a alchemy plus 30 for, unless that 90 is your Phoenix down.
Nope.
Oh, well. Within that time frame, you are able to get the first was antidotes you're making, right?
Yes.
All right. In that same, you are able to make antidotes and Phoenix Downs on your way to Drolis.
Sweet.
And I guess that picks up the entire time there. Nemi, during this venture, is there anything that you would like to do for these 12 hours?
I could learn something.
It's true. There are a lot of books that you have that you can either start the skill or just do a less than 1 day leap of faith.
Oh no, I'm not gonna risk a book like that.
Well, as long as you don't botch, you're fine.
Yeah.
Well, now that you say that.
Don't put the thought in her head.
Oh gosh, it's gonna. I might pass just because it's gonna take me a while to figure it out.
Okay. You can also reach out after the stream if there's a skill that you want
Got
to
it.
learn.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tearsagard, since Coda will be crafting during this fly time, what do you want to be doing?
I want to pick up a book before we leave.
Oh?
I want to look for a systems level 2, so up to rank 30.
Ah, level 2 systems. Let us roll
See
to
if it's
see.
available.
Let us check. 28. You will be able to find it. Systems is learned, I believe.
It
would be-
is.
Yeah, I would be shocked if it wasn't.
Do we have
and-
any opposition with me taking this out of party funds?
I don't.
I mean, if anything else, I could split it with you just because I will be benefiting from it.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it depends on how much it is, but
It would be 1250.
oh yeah, I can split that. No problem.
Do we just want to? We're fine with just taking it out of the party, though, right?
Yes.
You said 1250.
Yep.
Okay. It has been deducted. And that is what I'm going to be trying to learn.
Congrats on your new book.
Yay! And you know what? I'm just crazy enough. I want to try to speed run it.
All right, speedrunning. That will be an inquiry minus 40. Unfortunately, it is too complex. You speed read it, and you're like, I got a crit. You got it done in 6 hours instead of 12. Congratulations, your systems is now 30.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm better at repairing the boat if it breaks.
Yeah. What's your repair skill?
72.
All right. In that case, yeah. Get that systems up to your repair, and you will be great at repairing the boat if it breaks.
I mean, I've increased it by 1.5 times the amount that I had before.
Hey, nice.
It is a drastic increase comparatively,
Yes, it is.
especially for 6 hours.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
That's right. We don't have a question anymore.
Also another option, Nemi, if you don't want to learn anything specifically, you can play Final Fantasy 69. You can also, now that you have a radio TV, watch wrestling, watch Ulema.
It's true.
Just have that on. But I will let you decide that.
Yeah, Nemi will probably be watching Ulema games. Let's be real.
Yeah, that does sound about right.
She'll probably try and do research on Lex. She
I
doesn't
see.
follow that. She doesn't follow that team, so.
Yeah, in that case, roll me a D100. Oh, yeah. So Lex is the star player of the Yon's Majestic Oracles. he has been offered good chunks of money with contracts because he is, whenever he gets the ball, he is fantastic. And as you are sitting on the couch watching Ulema, that's 68? Yeah, nice -1. You are able to find, just in the couch, an Electro Marble
Oh, neat.
as a gift from chat. Thank you, Morat.
Thank you, Maura.
Thanks,
Bad
Morat.
points. I haven't had to re-roll anything this session. What does Electro Marble do?
1 cast of lightning or thunder. I don't remember off the top of my head right now what this system calls the tier 1 lightning spell. But yeah, so Lex is the star player. He is absolutely fantastic. The Majestic Oracles probably won't be anywhere near the top without him, to be honest.
Fantastics must be kicking themselves by now.
Oh yeah, the Fantastics tried to sign him on, but he grew up in Yons, so he was like, I'll take a slightly smaller pay to be with my home team. He did okay with the Gao fast crunchers for a little bit, but didn't really synergize so well with the height difference with a almost all Moogle team.
Too tall for the Moogle team.
Just a little too tall. They had their own thing going on, and he was just he ruined the vibe a little bit with them. So then he went back. You'll also find that he does traditional Ulema in his off time. For those that don't know, traditional Ulema was created as not just where you stay on the ground, but because it was created and ancestral to Gria. It is the corridors are tall because originally you needed to fly to be able to get the ball fully. And so it was a full 3D sport. And so
So Nemi's thinking, aha, yes. I will allow him to teach me.
yes. And so yeah, if you're a fan of Ulema, he's probably for you, Nemi, he's probably like, oh, he's so cool. Why does he have to be so cool?
Why does he have to be so cool and on another team?
If only he was on our team.
Yep.
Then I could feel better for rooting for him.
She'll secretly root for him anyway, because he was really nice.
That's good. That's delightful. And so, after those 12 hours, you land in Drolis. It's a pretty decent sized town. Definitely seems like a town that is close to becoming a city. You can tell that there is an aerodrome. There aren't any checkpoints into the city yet. And there is a paling in the center of the city, currently under construction. So it is close to becoming a full-fledged city.
So is this is where we know that the fake Tsukume is, but we don't know anything else in regards to Amber? Like, this is just our best lead currently? If I remember correct?
This was where we were supposed to
This is where the
meet.
Tsukume is.
Yeah.
The fake Tsukume, yeah.
To meet.
I was just making sure my brain was on the right thought process.
It is.
I am in so many tabs, but I am trying to keep up as well.
I'm like, I know we came here for a reason, and it should be regarding Amber. I just brain stopped for a hot second.
That's why I was hoping to do something less math oriented before shifting to Drolus itself.
Okay, so we know Sukume is here. We don't know for sure that Amber's here. So time for us to start poking around.
Yup.
A note, since there is no checkpoints, I totally have my weapon.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah. So can I ask around about anyone matching Amber's description, or if anyone knows anything about the 6ix9ine gang? I am prepared to make a streetwise roll
All right, perfect. Yeah.
or an inquiry roll.
I'm willing to make an inquiry on the flip side, but I am not asking about the 6ix9ine gang. Just specifically about Amber.
All right. Coda, can you roll that streetwise? Tyr, can you roll that inquiry?
All just flat.
Just flat.
I did it.
All right, perfect.
Yay.
Are you both going to gather around town?
I would assume not.
No. We are asking different types of people. Coda is going to the low places. Tyr's going to the high places.
Yeah, that's why I'm strictly not talking about the 6ix9ine gang. It's just, hey, have you seen this person? I'm a concerned citizen.
All right. In that case, Nemi, where are you going?
You're welcome to tag along if you want.
Yeah.
I guess. I'd have to flip a coin. I mean, who would want me to tag along? Because I think Coda would probably be better off. You'd probably be better off on your own.
Probably, yes.
Yeah, so I'll probably go with Tyr.
Which one's the hunting guild? Oh, you put me in the stop.
Unless Tyr doesn't want me along, then I can
No.
watch the ship.
I'm happy to have you along with.
You bodyguard Tyr. He doesn't have a limit break bangle.
That's true.
He's the only one of us in today's session. We have to fix that, but we don't have time.
I'm so lonely without my limit break bangle.
Your poor wrist is getting cold.
Once we all have one, we can put them in the middle like Captain Planet or Power Rangers or something. Transform.
We'd better.
Yeah, if our crew gets full limit break bangles QB, do we unlock like a super form, like a Voltron or like Megazord we could transform into?
That'd be cool.
I'm
I
not
haven't-
hearing a no.
QB's like, I totally haven't planned that for season 8, and you ruined it. You ruined the surprise.
I'm not saying yet. But that would be cool. Just gotta say. So Tears of God and Nemi, you are asking people in more established places about description of Amber, and people are gonna look around and be like, only Gria I've seen around here is the one in your party, the one right next to you. Sorry, bud.
Okay.
Coda, since you're asking about the 6ix9ine gang specifically, you're able to find someone. You ask someone in a more alley kind of area, and
Yeah.
they shake their head. They're like, "No, I haven't heard anything." If I did hear anything, I'm sure that a member of the 6ix9ine gang would probably be in a building on 3rd Street.
Wait, didn't they tell us where they were? Because we were supposed to meet them.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, because I was like thinking more in terms of like their activities in the town, if they're like how big their presence is here, that kind of stuff too. But I mean, yeah, it is important to know where they are.
Specifically how big? If there was a gang like that is essentially rivaling the Evolution Hunting Guild, I'd imagine that they would be pretty big in this town.
Right. If yeah,
Yeah,
hypothetical.
yeah. So yeah, that is if said gang actually existed. That would be
Yeah, of course not.
bizarre. Yeah.
Definitely. Pure wild speculation.
Indeed.
Can
As
I
you're
also ask? Go ahead.
As you are asking, can you roll me a awareness check? No modifier.
Mm-hmm. None modifier.
You can see that in the part of the town that you're out, as you're talking about 6ix9ine gang, hypothetically, there are several people that glance your way. And by several, I mean a decent number.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can I also ask around as far as other gang type presences in the city that might be their rivals that we could team up with essentially?
Yeah.
Obviously not saying that part, but like just like what the landscape looks as far as the underworld here.
You will find that there is a hypothetical underworld monopoly in Drolis. And that there might be a big fish to fry with a bunch of wings to it, and each of the wings have different numbers. There's the 52, the 5-2 wing that's all about entertainment, local entertainment. There's the Hunting Guild-esque wing, the 6ix9ine wing, as it were. And there's several others.
Ooh, okay. I want to pursue this entertainment underworld sector. But I also want to ask before I dive deeper into that, what the local businesses are, because this place seems like it's growing. Is there like a big business here that most people work for? Is this a company town? What kind of rich people live around here? Any Ulster business in the area, that kind of thing?
There's no Ulster businesses in the area. The Ulster company usually focuses on mining and refinery, while there isn't anything worth value in that regard here. There is a manufacturing, or there's a electronics factory that employs a lot of people here. The factory specifies in robotics.
Oh,
So you
can I
find
find
yeah.
out what the name of it is? What's the name of the company?
Yeah, it's Fleming Incorporated.
Ah, that's our company. We own part of that company. That's good to know.
And if you if would you like a little gift, friend?
Absolutely.
All right.
I love a gift.
Well, as a welcome to our town, for being you, here's an Antarctic wind.
Oh, I love Antarctic winds. I've
Yeah.
already got. Oh no, we've got Arctic wind. We don't have an. Oh no, we do have an Antarctic wind. Even too soon.
Yeah, you get a. The random person you're talking to hands you an Antarctic wind.
Thank you, chat. Thank you, Strox.
Yeah, that was a gift from chat. Thank you.
Can I look for or ask for more information about this 5-2 gang or 5-2 wing of the 6-9 gang, and what kind of entertainment stuff they're up to? Illegal black market karaoke dens where the penalty for singing badly is death. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
For the 5-2 wing, yeah, you can definitely go to a bar to take a look at that. Before you go there, in the more established places of the town and the more higher end places where Tears of Garda and Nemi went,
Yes.
I would have you roll me an awareness, but it's kind of very noticeable. There are a lot of Helix model constructs here. A lot of constructs in this part of the town that look like a base model of Coda and some previous models, as they are walking about, doing heavy lifting, just doing what they're programmed to do.
I mean, in character, like both Nimi and Tyr, very aware of the Helix model. Like, it's not something that's like this is completely foreign to us, right?
It's not completely foreign. A lot of places that you went to before now did not have them walking around or didn't have them present. Like, Lady Mitsuno had just big beefy guys to do the heavy lifting.
I'm just saying, like, it's not a surprise of, oh man, I've never seen a robot before type of thing.
Right.
But it's probably still really weird to see so many of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers. Is this creepy to you?
A little bit. It reminds me so much of him, but it's clearly not.
Oh no. He's much cooler.
Oh, by
They're
leaps and bounds.
they're the best.
But it is a tiny bit unnerving.
Well, at least they'll blend in more easily. Or maybe not.
Coda does have the disguise skill, which I keep putting off leveling up.
The only thing better than a good disguise is a bad disguise.
Mm-hmm. I hope y'all like Chappie. It's about to get very chappy.
No.
He's a defective model. He listens to rock and roll music.
He has a mohawk.
So Coda, you go into a bar where they're having stand-up nights, and there is, oh boy, which one do I want to invoke? God, all of these are absolute miserable. You see a Hume dressed in, who has a bit of a mustache goatee kind of a thing, going on, who is, telling not that good of jokes.
This is my element. I am a
Like-
way better heckler than I am a stand-up.
Like, these are jokes that range from just not funny to problematic to yeah, there definitely should not be a movie about this. As he is doing his best Adam Sandler impersonation.
Oh no!
Who remembers what Final Fantasy 52 was about?
I do. I was there.
For those that weren't watching Chorby's stream, during Final Fantasy 69, there was a short break where I needed to not GM for a little bit because there was several weeks where I needed to prep for something. So Phil took over as he ran a boss rush of Final Fantasy 52. Oops, all Sandlers. It was a boss rush of nothing but Adam Sandler bosses. So, you will look around and you will see that everyone is laughing at his jokes wholeheartedly, absolutely sincerely. And some of them are even dressed and maked up just like him on the stage.
Oh, this is my nightmare. Coda's going to go up to the bar and order a drink and try for better or for worse to blend in, or at least, not stand out. Just kind of observe and absorb the local quote unquote culture.
The bartender is gonna take a look at you and be like, "You want what do you want? Do you want oil?"
Do I want oil? No. What are your specials?
Oh, our specials. Yeah, we have a real nice Long Island. We have some peaches and cream. We have and just lists a bunch of different normal ass drinks. Like, the drink selection is very normal compared to this very absurd bar.
Coda is going to order a bourbon or the equivalent.
All right.
And just sort of nurse it.
Sounds
while
good.
watching the goings on.
They'll give you a bourbon. I think those are like $6. I have no idea. So like 6 gil, and you'll see.
I'll leave 2 gil tip.
Oh, thank you so much. You'll find that it's a pretty. The atmosphere, the energy is like a normal comedy hour of a bunch of amateur actors,
Mm-hmm.
but they all have come together in a theme. And
Sad, really.
there are some of them that do have like a good joke here and there. But for an outsider, not really any gut busters.
Yep. Coda's gonna ask the bartender. Is actually gonna just slide over another. Let's slide over like 20 gil
Ooh, okay.
and to the bartender and be like, so is this a 5-2 gang hangout?
Oh, yeah. Tonight's comedy hour, and you know, the 5-2 gang, they like any sorts of comedy hour, any sorts of stand up that they can get their hands on. They're working on it.
Yeah, I mean, I heard about the comedy night happening here. I'm actually I'm a traveling sort of agent, if you will,
Oh,
talent scout.
yeah.
So I figured I would check out the local scene, see how the talent was. Is there anybody here who's like especially good, or like the most senior guy, or like is there kind of like a boss?
I mean, all of these guys are in their off hours right now.
Is there like a closer? Like who goes on last?
It's Sandler does.
Oh, well, of course.
Yeah. Fun fact, they all go by the same name. You should actually see the list. He
Could
heads
you
over
point
the.
him out to me?
Oh, yeah, he's just over there. He points to a random table and a random person dressed up like Adam Sandler.
Okay, good. Is he sitting at a table with a bunch of other guys, and it doesn't look kind of like an underboss situation where
Yep.
like
He is
everybody else
surrounded by
kinda
other Adam Sandlers.
deferring to him?
They're definitely. You know how there's like sometimes there's like one guy that's the life of the party, and everyone
Yeah,
just looks
absolutely.
at them as he just continues the entire conversation.
Yes.
Yep. Just like that, there is one guy who is the most popular at that table.
This is great. I love the concept of a comedy gang, and if you want to find the boss, you got to just find out who's closing. That's how comedy is. That is the stand-up world in a nutshell.
Right?
And it's either the one who is the most famous or the guy who never got famous and is running the comedy night himself because that's how he gets stage time.
Oh god. Yeah, I love that second one.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
One of those people who nowadays would have a podcast. I'm not gonna talk shit about Mark Marone, but like one of those guys who knows every comedian because he's been doing it for 20 years, but you and I don't know their name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the kind of guy who often runs the comedy nights because they've hit their ceiling.
Mm-hmm. As you are, do you walk over to the table?
No, I'm not going to walk over. I'm just going to observe for a little bit.
All right. As you observe for a little bit, someone else comes up onto the table, not dressed up like the same as everyone else. Kind of frizzled hair. He's like, "So what's up with airline food?" And everyone starts booing and saying, "Jerry, get out of here!"
You're ruining the vibe, Jerry. God damn you. Go get coffee for everyone in your car.
Yeah. Seinfeld impersonator is not allowed at the Sandler comedy hour.
Nor should he be.
You like jazz? But yeah, so he's basically ran off the stage for the next Sandler to come up with the same jokes.
I want to stick around and see the closer's act before I do anything, if I can.
All right, yeah. Some time passes. Tyr and Nemi. Coda's been gone for a while, and you have been. I can, if you ask the same questions about, like the factory and everything, you can gather that information as well with the inquiry check you made.
Okay, yeah, I probably would be asking about the factory and then realizing it's probably following up that to be like, it's the Fleming's company. Is any of them here? Like, do they live in this town in general?
Oh no,
was-
no. This is this is just a contracting. All of us are just contractors. We work through a third party company, a hiring agency. That's the term. And so, yeah, they own the factory. They have their middle managers come down to check it out, make sure everything's up to stuff, and then sometimes they roll through the town.
Okay, I just wanted to out of character. I want to make sure that the likelihood that we're going to run into, I don't know, a very specific person who might have had the money dealings in Brockting of like about a year ago isn't around, or however much time has passed.
I'd say about a year. Yeah.
About 11 months.
Finger in there. Yeah, about 11 months on the dot. It's weird.
Yeah, I haven't heard of anybody from the company coming here lately or any scheduled visits.
Okay, cool. Just, generally curious. Can't be too careful with those so rich types.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Yeah.
Nami, can you think of anything that we need to ask around about?
I mean, we're not supposed to ask about the guy, right?
No.
Okay. Then never mind.
All right. In that case, Coda, the closer, comes on, and he has jokes. They exist. And by jokes, I mean heavy quotation marks with those. Bold, italicized quotation marks with jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in the bar laughs along with him.
Coda's also going to laugh, but maybe like a little too loud.
And when you do that, he points down and says, "See? They get it."
And just Coda's just going to pump their fist in the air.
And he's going to continue on with his list of jokes. Stand up. I don't remember the term for that. But yeah, he
Routine?
What?
Spit.
Yeah,
His
his routine. And then he's done. Everyone claps and hollers for him and is cheering him as he comes off the stage.
Coda is also going to clap and then ask the bartender to send a drink his way from Coda.
Yeah, what drink?
Just whatever that guy's drinking. Send him another one. Tell him it's from me, and I'm down to talk if he wants. If he's looking for to branch out.
All right, yeah. He sends the drink your way, and I assume you stay put as he comes on over.
Let me guess, Sandler, right?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, how'd
I
you
gotta
get
tell
so
you,
good?
man. Oh, what a set. What a set. I can see why they had you close.
Oh,
And
thank you.
I'm glad I stayed.
I'm glad you stayed too. I always love to meet a fan.
How you doing? I'm Hobart Hogarth, talent agent, scout, etc.
Oh, hi Hogarth. I am Adam Sandler with my 5-2 crew.
Yeah. I figure there's a whole crew thing going on here.
Yeah, it's a whole part of the thing. We like to entertain the masses. This is kind of our off hours, but we could talk shop. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, are you looking to branch out and do comedy in other places?
Boy, what I mean, yeah, I would like to. I'd like to branch out a little bit. I mean, I'm able to go around a couple cities where we have presence, but yeah, I'd like to.
Oh yeah. Where are you guys established? Where
Oh, we
Yes.
have mostly here in Romanda, the Romandan continent, a lot of Eodoran Empire cities, but we have some presences in like the we have some seeds cross Evilise.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite places to play?
Ooh, gosh, favorite places to play.
Everybody's
There's
got their favorite venues.
my favorite by far is Arcades.
Hmm. I gotta say, man, Arcades, the crowds there, they understand comedy
Right.
a level that some comedians I know don't even understand it.
Right. I know. You Arcades is fantastic. I mean, Drollis here, this is home, but like Arcades, perfection. It's a home away from home.
I feel the same way when I'm out there, and it's a great place to catch an Ulema game too. Into any of the sporting activities?
I'm I don't do sports that well. I mean, Adam over there is he loves some Ulema, and Adam loves truck bar racing.
Mm-hmm. What kind of stuff do you get up to when you're not cracking a riot and splitting people's sides?
Oh, honestly, I go home and read books. It's not
Yeah?
that exciting of an answer, but like, you can learn a lot of good stories that way.
Well, I mean, as well as I do, this business isn't always, the most on the level, right?
Right? Yeah. You just gotta unwind sometime. Just disassociate from everything.
Oh, absolutely. Do you ever get up to any illicit activities
Oh, like full
when you're
par?
not entertaining?
I mean, honestly, I took a little bit of full par before I got here, so still a little high.
My man. Uh, in my youth, I can't tell you how much full par I've probably burned through.
It's great for relaxing.
As I'm feeling this guy out, am I getting any sort of like threat from him, or
No, not at all.
So this part of the gang doesn't feel like they're into like criminal activities at all, right?
Not any combative criminal activities, if that's what you're asking.
White collar crime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I think I've seen all I need to see from this guy. So I'm gonna give him a fake number on a bar napkin and say, "Listen, it's late. I'm on the road. I'm hitting so many cities. I'm so travel lagged. But here's my number. Uh, can I get yours
Oh yeah,
just in
yeah,
case I have any more acts? Yeah, you ever played Oscar?
yeah. I have.
How do you
Such a
like
good
Oscar?
city. Oh, I love Oscar, and it's fantastic.
There's a festival coming to Oskern that I think you might enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think there's gonna be a bunch of Sandlers there. Maybe a couple of Jerry's, but you can't go anywhere without can't throw a rock without hitting a Jerry, right?
Yeah, you got a point there. Yeah.
But it's pulling together the best of the best of a lot of different styles of comedy, and it might pay pretty well. So give me your information, and maybe we'll be able to talk.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Here is my number for you. And he writes a number down, hands it over to you.
Cool.
Yeah. And yeah, next time
I'm
I'm up
slink
there.
out into the night.
Next time I'm up there, you're gonna have to introduce me to Big Mondo.
Beak. Yeah, know what? You know what? I've worked with Beak in the past. I don't like this to get around because I don't like to name drop. I'm not one of those guys, right? But yeah, one of the people got him back into the movies. You seen his latest?
Yeah. Yeah, Big Mondo versus the Giant Crab.
Just I felt transformed when I left the theater.
Is fantastic. Honestly, the cast and crew of that movie, great. Loved it.
Yeah, I mean nobody holds a candle to Beak, right? But they did all right.
I don't know. I think that Coda guy did pretty good.
Coda. Yeah, the big dude, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the big dude with the mohawk, the horns, the jacket, the t-shirt.
When you're a fashion plate, everybody wants to look like you.
It's very, yeah.
That guy probably saw me on set working with Beak and was like, I want to look like that dude. He looks like he moves a lot of money.
That is entirely possible, yeah.
Well, anyway, I gotta go, but I got your number. You got my number. We're gonna make some moolah, right, kid?
All right, sounds fantastic. As
All right,
you
and then
leave, as you go, yeah.
Go ahead.
Do you go out of the bar?
Yeah, I was gonna leave the bar. Yes.
All right. As you push on the doors, they're locked. Also, Coda, how many key points do you get for notoriety?
I believe it is just one.
All right, get a key point. As everyone in the bar is looking at you on this cliffhanger for Steal the Skies Boat One Best Boat. Pew, 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 pew.